Okay, so today we're looking at Foy Vance's I Won't Let You Fall, which is taken off one of his fairly recent albums in Memphis. So for this tutorial, I've used the album track a lot of I Won't Let You Fall, but I've also spent a lot of time looking at there's a great solo performance. I'll put the link down here so you can watch it. In fact, pause this video right now and make sure you watch it because it's such a great performance. It's just very cool, and it will give you actually probably a better idea of what the solo guitar sounds like on the track. So let's get on and learn it. So the first thing you do have to do, unfortunately, is tune your guitar down. Now, it's not as bad as you think. All that he does is he tunes every string down a tone. That's because this song is in B flat, and to avoid having to play lots of kind of bar chord shapes, we just tune the guitar down, and we can basically we play it in C. So this song is played with chord shapes from the key of C. So you're going to tune all your strings down a tone. So from your thick 6th string downwards, that gives us D, then G, then C, then F, then A, and then D. Okay, and all of your standard chord shapes will work fine with that. I'm playing a C chord shape there, it just sounds like a B flat. So let me take you through the intro. One thing to talk about is his right hand. So the way he plays this really is a kind of claw approach, I guess you might call it, where you're playing the strings, you're kind of plucking them outwards, which he spends a lot of time doing. So to do that, I'm using the thumb first, middle and third, and you're just picking the strings outwards like that. Your thumb will always be on the lowest bass note. So we'll get on with learning the chords in the intro. So we're going to have C to start with. C7 over E is the next chord. And you put your little finger underneath, so your little finger goes 3rd fret, 3rd string, and it's an over E, so you're going to hit your lowest string with your right hand, so you get that effect. So it's C2, C7 over E, F. He often puts his thumb on the top of the neck like that, and you kind of fill in the F with the rest of the fingers, and then F minor. So the F minor is just moving your middle finger down to 1st fret and keeping the bar. So we get F, F minor. So we get C, 1, 2, C7 over E, F, F minor, back to the C. Then we've got this. He's not using a pick for any of this, so you probably should do the same. So he slides up to number 7 with the 3rd finger, catches 1st finger on 5th fret, 4th and 3rd string, so that's, and then he hammers on from 5th to 7th with his 3rd finger on the 4th string, then back off to the 5th fret, so you're 5th fret, and then it just about kind of faintly plays 5th string, 7th fret. So you got, then straight back to a G. Okay, so it's, then just to close that, he does occasionally put in this little flurry. So the little flurry is 6th string, 3rd fret, open 5th, 3rd fret, 5th string, open 5th string, and then back to a C. So it's, okay. Whole intro is this: 3, 4, and C, 2, C7, F, F minor, C, little lick, G, if you want to. Okay, and that's it. So then you've got the verse section, which repeats through twice. So I'll take you through this. So this is where you start singing. Well, you never were the one to say you need something. Okay, so we're going to have C for a bar. So we've got C, 2, 3, 4, C7 over E again, so it's that same chord. 3, 4, whole bar, moving to F, F, 2, 3, for 2 bars, F, 2. Then we've got this lovely ascent up from G. So what he's doing here is just a movement, G, A, B, back down to A. So again, just make sure your thumb is playing the lowest note. So you've got a G, and then he's playing an A minor. Then we've got a G over B, just form a G chord, but just play your 5th string with your right hand. You're not getting the single. So you get that kind of sound. It's an inversion. And then the last one is a D minor 7 over A, which is, a D minor 7 is just top 2 strings with your 1st finger. Middle finger is on 2nd fret, 3rd string, and your bass note is the 5th string. And then that resolves to a C. So you get this movement from G, 1, 2, so the half a bar, each chord's half a bar, 1 to A minor, G over B, D minor 7 over A, back to C. Then you go, same little lick we looked at before. Alright, let me walk you through one time the verse. You go 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, C7 over E, F, 2, 3, 4, F, 2. Little movement, here goes G, A, G over B, D minor over A, C. Now it goes round again, so we're going to do that anyway. So it's C, 2, 3, 4, C7 over E. So this is the second time. F, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3. Ascend G, A, G over B, D minor over A, C. Now the second time he plays C7 there. 2, 3, 4, which leads us nicely to the F chord. Okay, so the F chord is the first chord of the kind of what I'd see as the chorus. In terms of the lyrics, he sings "When You Need Me, Darling." Again, I'm not going to try and sing. So I'm going to walk through the chorus section with you now. So out of that C7, 2, this is where the chorus starts. We're going to hit the F, F, 2, 3, 4, F for 2 bars. Back to the C for 2 bars. Then we go to a G. Now 1, 2, 3. You might notice that little lick that he puts in there. All that is playing the G, and then we're going to hit the. You basically strum it. So your third finger is on that top fret of your third string, and he plays just the top 4 strings, second fret down to 1. So it's a little chromatic movement. Okay, and then we go back to the C. So let me just give that G. So there's 2 bars of G. You've got G, 2, 3. And then you're back to the C, and he does that on both occasions in the chorus. Let's run through properly now. We've covered that. So from the C7 in the verse, so we go F, F, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, over to the C, 2, 3, 4, over to the G. We go as 3, and then over to the C, 2, 3, C7 again. It's basically the same thing. F, F. Over to the C, C, 2, 3, 4, 2, and then over to the G again, exactly the same with the lick, and then down to an F, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back to the intro, C, into the second verse, and there's kind of a stop there that he plays. You can ignore that, it's up to you. Alright, so that's taken us through those sections. Those are the 2 sections that he plays. Whole song basically repeats again. So there is one more part. Basically, he what you call tags the ending. The last 8 bars, he sort of repeats round. You'll probably hear it, right? But let me just walk you through it. So I'm going to go from the second verse, basically, essentially, and just kind of walk through the tag as we go through, because I think it's probably the best way of doing it. So I'm going from the C7, leads us to the F, 3 and 4. When You Need Me, Darling, 2, 3, 4, F. And then the C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2. Over to the G with the if you want, and then the C, 2, 3, 4, C7, 2, and the F, 2, 3, 4, F, 2. Over to the C, 3, 4, and then the G with the lick again, 2, 3. Now this is the key bit where it changes. It goes to a C, 2, 3, 4, C7. The whole thing repeats there. So you go F, 3, 4, F, 2. Back to the C, 2, 3, 4, C. And then the G, G, 2, 3. And then he hits the C again. He does it one more time. So you can always hear it coming. C7 to When You Need Me, Darling, to F, F, 2, 3, back to the C, 3, 4, F, 2, and then the G, and then he kind of ends it with just an F, so it's like a 4 to 1, F, 2, 3, 4, F, and then we go back to the intro, C, C7, and F, F minor, and C, and it kind of ends on C. And you kind of end that how you want, really. But again, as I always emphasise, this is really important that you're using your ears to listen to these changes. They are your most valuable asset by a long way when you're learning stuff like this. If you're starting to reach the stage where you're like, oh, okay, I can feel that's going to an F there. I can certainly feel the pull of that C7 back to the 4 or the F chord, and you can feel when it's hitting the G, then you're definitely on the right path. Really, that is the way to learn music and songs in the end. All right, so I really enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. If you've got any questions or queries about any of it, please let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.